My beloved child, before you do anything else, quiet your heart for just a few moments and listen carefully. Life has a way of filling every day with noise, worries, responsibilities, and unanswered questions. But even in the middle of all that, my voice is still reaching toward you. You may think you found this message by chance, yet I assure you that nothing about this moment is accidental. I know exactly where you are, what you have been carrying, and the silent prayers you have spoken when no one else was around to hear them. I have watched you continue walking even when your strength was almost gone. I have seen the tears you tried to hide, the disappointment you buried behind a smile, and the questions that have echoed in your heart during the darkest hours of the night. You wondered whether your prayers had been forgotten, whether your waiting had any purpose, or whether the promises you once believed were slowly slipping away. But my child, I have never lost sight of you. Before you took your first breath, I knew every chapter of your story. Before you faced your first struggle, I had already prepared the grace you would need to overcome it. Even when the road seemed uncertain, my hand remained upon your life, guiding you in ways your eyes could not yet see. There were moments when closed doors felt like rejection, but I was protecting you from paths that were never meant for you. There were seasons when silence felt painful, yet I was working in places beyond your understanding, arranging people, opportunities, and answers that would arrive at exactly the right time. I do not measure time the way the world measures it. What feels delayed to you has never been delayed to me. My plans are never late, and my promises never expire. I know there have been days when you questioned your own worth because of the words people spoke over you. Some misunderstood your heart. Others underestimated your potential. A few even walked away when you needed them most. Those experiences left scars that no one else could see. Yet none of those voices have the authority to define your identity. The opinions of people can change with the wind, but my love for you remains constant forever. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not too broken for me to restore. I specialize in bringing beauty from ashes, hope from despair, and purpose from pain. Every challenge you have faced has been shaping you into someone stronger than you realize today. The tears you cried were never wasted. Every prayer rose before me like a sweet offering, and every act of faithfulness has been recorded in my sight. Even when you believed you were standing still, your roots were growing deeper. Just as a tree develops its greatest strength beneath the ground before its branches reach toward the sky, I have been strengthening your character in hidden places before revealing the blessings I have prepared for you. Do not despise this season simply because it has been difficult. Some of the greatest miracles begin quietly, long before anyone notices them. Seeds remain hidden beneath the soil before they ever become a harvest. Likewise, my work in your life has often taken place where human eyes cannot see. I have been opening doors that no person can close. I have been protecting you from dangers you never recognized. I have been placing the right people in your future while gently removing those who would have distracted you from my purpose. Trust me enough to believe that even what looked like loss was often my loving protection. I know you have carried burdens that seemed too heavy for one heart. You tried to stay strong for your family. You encouraged others while secretly longing for encouragement yourself. You prayed for everyone around you while wondering when someone would pray for you. Yet through every lonely moment, I was near. I was your unseen strength when your own strength failed. I was your peace when anxiety tried to overwhelm you. I was your hope when disappointment whispered that nothing would ever change. And now I am calling you to lift your eyes beyond today's circumstances. Do not allow temporary struggles to convince you that your future has been decided. Your story is still being written. The chapter you are living today is not the final chapter. There is still healing ahead. There is still restoration ahead. There are still prayers waiting to be answered in ways greater than you imagined. Continue walking by faith even when you cannot see the destination. Continue believing my promises even when circumstances seem to disagree. Every sunrise reminds you that darkness never has the final word. In the same way, this difficult season will not define the rest of your life. I am leading you toward peace that the world cannot give, joy that circumstances cannot steal, and hope that remains firm through every storm. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's, because I am writing a unique testimony through your life. What I accomplish through you will encourage people you may never even meet. Your faithfulness today is preparing someone else's breakthrough tomorrow. So do not lose heart. Do not give up when you are closer than you realize to seeing my hand move in remarkable ways. Keep seeking me with all your heart. Continue trusting even when the answers seem delayed. Remain faithful in the small things, because faithfulness in hidden seasons always produces fruit in the right season. I have gone before you. I walk beside you today, and I will remain with you in every step that lies ahead. Nothing can separate you from my love, and nothing can cancel the purpose I have placed within you. Lift your head with confidence, my beloved child. A new season is approaching, and although you cannot yet see everything I have prepared, you can trust the one who has never failed. My promises remain true. My mercy is new every morning, and my faithfulness will carry you through every challenge until the day you look back and realize that I was guiding you all along. My beloved child, as you continue forward, I want you to remember that the greatest miracles often begin long before they become visible. Just because you cannot see my hand moving does not mean I have stopped working on your behalf. There are seasons when I choose to accomplish my greatest work behind the scenes, preparing people, opening opportunities, and removing obstacles before you ever realize they existed. You have looked at your circumstances and assumed that nothing was changing, but heaven has never been idle. Every prayer you offered in faith has been received. Every act of obedience has been remembered, and every moment you trusted me through disappointment has become part of a greater story that is still unfolding. I know there were times when you questioned whether you had missed your purpose or delayed my promises because of your mistakes. You replayed old decisions in your mind, wondering what life would have looked like if only you had chosen differently. But I am the God who redeems what seems lost. I can restore years that pain has stolen, rebuild dreams that fear caused you to abandon, and create new beginnings where you believed only endings remained. My grace is greater than your regrets, and my mercy is stronger than your failures. Do not allow yesterday to imprison the hope I have placed before you today. The enemy would love for you to remain focused on what went wrong, but I am inviting you to lift your eyes toward what I am making possible. Every setback has taught you something that success alone could never have revealed. Every challenge has strengthened your character, increased your wisdom, and deepened your dependence upon me. The road has not been easy, but neither has it been meaningless. I have used every season, even the painful ones, to shape you into the person I created you to become. There are blessings ahead that require the maturity you have gained through your trials. If I had given them to you too soon, they would have become burdens instead of blessings. That is why my timing is always perfect, even when it feels difficult to understand. Trust that I know exactly what your heart needs and exactly when you are ready to receive it. I also want you to stop measuring your value by what others think of you. People may overlook your kindness, misunderstand your intentions, or fail to recognize the gifts I have placed inside you, but their opinions do not define your identity. Your worth has never been determined by applause, popularity, or human approval. Your value was established by my love long before anyone else formed an opinion about you. You are precious in my sight, chosen with purpose, and created to reflect my light in a world that desperately needs hope. Never allow rejection to convince you that you are unwanted. Sometimes I remove people from your life because they cannot accompany you into the future I have prepared. Not every goodbye is a punishment. Many are acts of protection. Trust me when relationships change, because I always see what you cannot. I know the motives of every heart, and I will never allow anything to keep you from the destiny I have planned unless you choose to walk away from me. Stay close to my presence, and I will direct your steps one day at a time. Do not become overwhelmed trying to understand every detail of the future. I rarely reveal the entire journey at once because I desire you to walk by faith rather than by sight. Each day that you trust me is another step toward the fulfillment of my promises. I am opening doors that no one can close and quietly closing doors that would have led you away from my best. One day you will look back and thank me for the opportunities that never worked out, because you will realize they were not losses but loving protection. I am also bringing new strength into your life. The weariness you have carried will not remain forever. I know you have grown tired of fighting battles that seem to repeat themselves, but this season is teaching you endurance that will serve you for the rest of your life. Do not confuse weariness with weakness. Even when you felt exhausted, you continued to seek me, and that faithfulness has pleased my heart. I am refreshing your spirit with new hope. I am replacing fear with courage, confusion with wisdom, and anxiety with peace that surpasses understanding. As you spend time in my presence, your heart will become steadier, your mind clearer, and your faith stronger than it has ever been before. You are not walking toward defeat. You are walking toward victory, even if the path still contains challenges. Remember that mountains are climbed one step at a time. Continue taking those faithful steps, and you will eventually stand where you once thought you could never reach. I am surrounding you with my favor in ways you do not yet recognize. Conversations are being arranged, opportunities are drawing near, and doors are beginning to open. Some answers will come unexpectedly, reminding you that I often work through ordinary moments to accomplish extraordinary purposes. Be attentive to the small blessings, because gratitude for little things prepares your heart to receive greater things. Do not overlook the simple moments of peace, the unexpected encouragement, or the quiet reminders of my love. These are signs that I am walking beside you every day. I am calling you to become a person who lives with expectation rather than fear. Wake each morning, believing that I am able to do more than you can imagine. Refuse to let discouragement become your daily companion. Instead, fill your heart with my promises, speak words of hope over your future, and remember that I am faithful in every generation. There will be moments when you cannot see the answer, but you can always trust my character. I have never failed those who place their confidence in me, and I will not fail you now. Continue praying, continue believing, continue loving, and continue serving with humility. Every act of faith plants seeds that will produce a harvest in the proper season. Your life is becoming a testimony of my goodness, and through your story, others will discover hope for themselves. The chapter ahead is brighter than the one behind you because I am leading you forward with purpose, peace, and unfailing love. So keep your eyes on me, keep your heart open to my leading, and never forget that the one who called you is also the one who will faithfully complete the work he has begun in your life. My beloved child, as this message comes to a close, I do not want you to leave with only inspiration. I want you to leave with renewed faith. The words you have heard today are not meant to become another memory that fades with time. They are an invitation to draw closer to me and to trust that I am already preparing the next chapter of your life. There will be moments in the days ahead when fear will attempt to return. Doubt may whisper that nothing has changed. Circumstances may appear the same for a little while, and your emotions may try to convince you that this message was simply encouraging words. But do not allow what you see to become greater than what I have spoken over your life. My promises are not built upon changing circumstances. They are established upon my unchanging character. I have always been faithful, and I will continue to be faithful until the very end. The road before you may still include challenges, but you will not walk it alone. My presence goes before you, walks beside you, and remains behind you as your protector. Every step you take in faith is a step I strengthen with my grace. Every burden you surrender becomes lighter because I carry what you were never meant to carry by yourself. Stop believing that you must solve every problem before you can experience peace. True peace comes from trusting me in the middle of uncertainty, not from having every answer. I know the questions you still carry in your heart. I know the prayers you continue to whisper. I know the dreams that still seem distant. Yet I ask you to hold them with open hands and place them into mine, because no one will ever care for your future more than I do. I have already seen every tomorrow that worries you today. I know every opportunity that will come your way, every obstacle you will overcome, every person you will meet, and every blessing that has been prepared for the right season. Therefore, do not waste today's strength worrying about tomorrow's uncertainties. Instead, live each day with confidence, knowing that my mercy will meet you every morning and my wisdom will guide every decision if you seek me first. I also want you to become a light for those around you. The comfort you have received is not meant to remain with you alone. There are people in your family, your workplace, your neighborhood, and your community who are silently carrying burdens just as you once did. Some smile while hiding broken hearts. Others appear strong while secretly losing hope. Through your kindness, your patience, your prayers, and your testimony, they will begin to see my love in action. Never underestimate the power of a simple word of encouragement or a quiet act of compassion. Sometimes the smallest expression of love becomes the very thing that restores another person's faith. I have placed you exactly where you are for a reason. Your life has purpose beyond what you currently understand. Every experience you have endured has equipped you to encourage someone else who is walking through a similar valley. The pain you survived has become wisdom. The tears you shed have become compassion. The waiting you endured has become patience. Nothing has been wasted. I redeem every season for my glory. As you continue this journey, choose gratitude over complaining, faith over fear, forgiveness over bitterness, and hope over despair. These choices will shape the atmosphere of your heart and allow my peace to rule within you. Do not allow resentment to steal the joy I desire to give you. Release those who have hurt you into my hands, for I am both just and merciful. Trust that I know how to bring healing where wounds once existed and restoration where loss once seemed permanent. Keep your heart soft toward me, because a heart that remains open to my voice will always find direction. Continue reading my word, continue praying with sincerity, and continue seeking my presence even when life becomes busy. Your relationship with me is not built upon perfect performance, but upon daily dependence. I delight in walking with those who sincerely seek me, and I will never reject the humble heart that comes before me in faith. As the days unfold, pay attention to the quiet ways I answer your prayers. Sometimes I answer through unexpected peace instead of immediate change. Sometimes I answer by giving you strength before removing the struggle. Sometimes I answer by opening a new door after closing one you desperately wanted to keep open. Learn to trust my wisdom above your own understanding, because I see what you cannot see. The future I have prepared for you is greater than anything you would settle for on your own. Do not become discouraged if everything does not happen overnight. The greatest works of my hands often unfold one faithful step at a time. Continue planting seeds of kindness, generosity, and obedience, for every seed planted in faith will produce fruit in its proper season. Even when progress seems slow, remember that roots grow before fruit appears. The unseen work is just as important as the visible harvest. One day, you will look back and realize that every delay, every unanswered question, and every unexpected turn was leading you exactly where I wanted you to be. On that day, your heart will overflow with gratitude because you will finally understand that I never left you for a single moment. I was guiding you through every valley, strengthening you during every storm, and preparing blessings that could only be received after your faith had matured. So lift your head with confidence and move forward without fear. Refuse to allow discouragement to steal the joy of this new season. Speak words of faith over your life, your family, your future, and every dream I have placed within your heart. Believe that I am able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all you ask or imagine according to my power that is at work within you. My plans for your life are filled with hope, purpose, and lasting peace. I have called you by name, and you belong to me. Nothing in heaven or on earth can separate you from my love. Walk into each new day expecting my goodness, trusting my timing, and resting in my promises. Let your life become a testimony that encourages others to believe again. May my peace guard your heart, my wisdom direct your path, my strength sustain you through every challenge, and my unfailing love remind you every day that you are deeply known, completely loved, and never alone. Keep believing, keep praying, keep serving, and keep trusting, because I am faithful from generation to generation. The best chapters of your story have not been left behind. They are still ahead of you. Walk boldly into this new season with faith, hope, and confidence, knowing that I am with you always, and I will complete every good work I have begun in your life. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, may grace surround you, peace fill your heart, wisdom guide your decisions, hope renew your spirit, and abundant blessings follow you wherever you go. Amen.